Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Buried. And this movie came out in 2010, starring Ryan Reynolds. And there's pretty much nothing really to explain about this movie because it's a very simple movie. It's about a guy who is trapped in a coffin and he wants to get out. And there are things that are revealed in the movie. It all takes place in this coffin. What more could you want, I guess? And I'll say this much about it. Ryan Reynolds, I thought he fit the role well. I didn't think he did a bad job. And there's no scene where he's like annoying or cracking jokes and destroying the tension. The movie is an hour and a half. It's nice and short, although I would have preferred this to be a short film, but more on that later. I really enjoyed the opening scene. I thought it was very well executed. I like the parts of this movie where it doesn't use music because it does add to the tension and it doesn't need music constantly, and when it doesn't use music, that's when it's at its best. But overall, I just found this movie to be kind of dull and forgettable. Like, there are a couple things to note about the movie positively, but aside from that, it's just a mess. Like, long stretches of just nothing happening and characters being annoying, and the emotional beats of the film don't really land for me, mostly because I don't really care about the characters at all. And there are some things in the movie that just don't make any sense, or our main character is just doing stupid things like, why do you have both the phone lit on and a lighter at the same time? Like, why do you need to do that? I have no idea. I also found this movie to be incredibly slow. I wasn't with anything that was in the movie. And also, this has been talked about quite a bit, and it's just the most random, stupid thing that you could possibly throw into this movie. And that's about halfway through the movie, we discover that there's a snake in Ryan Reynolds' pants. And I don't know what it was doing for the first half of the movie, just sleeping there or something. I don't know. He was moving around a lot. You'd think he'd notice it sooner. And I also don't understand why it was put there. Like, surely just leaving him there to suffocate would have been enough, right? Like, he's got no food, water, and very little oxygen. He can barely breathe. I don't know. He needs to suffer more. He needs to die faster. I have no idea. The dialogue in this movie was kind of bad. I didn't really buy anyone as real people for the most part. There were a couple moments where I was like, okay, it's doing the job just fine, but most of it is just like, these are not the things that I would ask myself, and there are things in this movie that could easily be cut out, and the movie would be no different. Sadly, this is also one of those 90-minute movies that does get incredibly repetitive after a certain point, because nothing new is happening, and there's only so much you can do when the only location in your film is just inside of a coffin. And what they do with it isn't like the most lazy thing you could possibly do for the most part, but it did not justify its hour and a half runtime. And I was predicting throughout the entire movie that the reason our main character is in a coffin is because he's being tested or something. And without spoiling anything, I was wrong on all of my predictions. And believe it or not, that's literally all I have to say about the movie. Even if I were to get into spoilers, I could only say like one thing, just how the movie ends. And that's literally it. Like, nothing happens in this movie. We have a character buried in a coffin and he's trying to get out. That is literally all that happens in the movie, basically. Aside from like a couple things, but that's about it. Nothing happens, just really dumb and boring, and nothing made any sense, and I didn't care about anything. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Buried a 3 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Buried, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Tropic Thunder. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.